Hello everyone! Today we have a smartphone from the company Kubot, the King Kong 8 model. On the back of the box there's a brief description of the smartphone. 6.5-inch HD Plus display, 48 MP rear camera, 16 MP front camera and a 10,600 mAh battery. That's all for the quick specs. Let's unbox it. We take a knife, cut the seal and remove the plastic. This is a new model from Kubot. Previously, they released the King Kong Power, and this is a similar model but upgraded, the King Kong 8. Opening the box. Oh! We are immediately greeted by the smartphone, but let's first check what else is included. We have a charger block, like this one, but it's not with a European plug, so you'll need an adapter. The block is 18 white in color, with a USB port. Also included are two cables, USB to USB-C, both white and about 1 meter in length. That's it for the accessories. Now let's take out the smartphone itself. Oh, there is also a booklet, but it doesn't provide any useful information. Underneath the smartphone, we have a SIM ejector tool and some paperwork, the manual and other documents. Oh, there's also a screen protector. Not every company includes that, so kudos to Kubot. In some phones, like iPhones, they don't even include a charging block anymore, just the phone and the manual. Now let's take a closer look at the phone. It has a protective film with information, 6.5-inch HD Plus display, 48 MP rear camera, 16 MP front camera, MT788 VWA processor, 10,600 mAh battery, and a Type-C charging port. The back of the phone looks like this. It's in a silicone case, but that's part of the phone, not a removable case. We see a block with 3 camera modules. The main camera is 48 MP, in the middle is a 2-MP macro camera, and the third one is just a filler. There are 3 LEDs, 2 white and 1 yellow. Below the cameras is the speaker, but the placement isn't great. When you lay the phone down, the sound will be muffled. Handling graphics in the 8 is the responsibility of the ARM Mali G72 MP3 graphics processor. There's a consistent 256 GB of internal storage, expandable up to 1 TB via microSD. To achieve this, you'll have to sacrifice one slot, as it's a hybrid slot. You can use either 2 nano SIM cards or a nano SIM and a memory card simultaneously. The device comes with 6 GB of RAM, and an additional 6 GB can be added through RAM expansion, memory expansion. Wireless connectivity includes Wi-Fi 5, Bluetooth 4.2, NFC, and various geopositioning services like GPS, Galileo, and GLONASS. Now, let's look at its battery life. We know that the average smartphone with a standard 5000 mAh battery lives for 1 to 2 days. 1 if usage is quite active, 2 if it's moderate and probably involves using power-saving scenarios. How long can the device with a 10 to 600 mAh battery last? The manufacturer claims that it will last for 76 hours of talk time, which is more than 3 days, 42 hours of music playback, or over 1250 hours in standby mode, which is 52 days. The autonomy test in PC Mark showed more than 24 hours of screen on time with brightness set at 50–60%. I've never had to wait so long, and I must admit I eagerly anticipated the end of the test. This means that 2 days of intensive work for the Kubot King Kong 8 is not a problem. If you use it to charge other devices, the indicator will, of course, be lower. Let's continue. Under the flap is the charging port. On the right side we have the power button, a fingerprint scanner and a dedicated flashlight button in orange. The flashlight turns on easily and quickly. On the top of the phone are 2 powerful flashlights, which can light up a street. They shine up to 10 meters away. It's an unusual design as the flashlights are on the top, not the back. On the left, there are the volume buttons and a hybrid SIM slot. You can insert either 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM and 1 SD card. Now, let's peel off the protective film. The front camera is 16 MP and there's also an earpiece for calls. Let's power on the phone. It's on. Let's go into the settings and check the phone information. Android 13, everything works fine. The RAM is 6 GB and you can expand it to 12 GB. The internal storage is 256 GB, which is more than enough. Now, let's check out the camera. The rear camera is 48 MP with a timer and electronic stabilization. The maximum zoom is 4x. I took a couple of test photos. The text is readable and the camera performs well for its price range. The background blur effect is also nice, with autofocus working perfectly. You can record video in Full HD and there are portrait, night and macro modes. The rear camera setup comprises 3 lenses. A primary Samsung S5 KGM1 48MP lens, f1.79, 25 dv, 1/2 ton, a 2MP macro lens from Galaxy Core GC02M1, and a modest 0.3MP auxiliary lens. Video recording is available in Full HD, but the frame rate is not specified, likely at 30 fps. The camera app allows you to choose resolution and frame format manually. Default shooting is at 48MP 4:3, opt for automatic scene recognition or select settings manually. There's also a beauty mode, although it is non-adjustable, electronic stabilization and a 2x digital zoom. As for shooting modes, the options are modest, including portrait, ultra HD, photo, beauty, night shooting and macro for photos, with only a standard mode for video. The front camera is 16MP, and while the image isn't super sharp, it's good enough for video calls. Now, the most interesting part, the 2 flashlights. You turn them on with a separate button and they instantly light up the area. You can easily use it to light your way or in dark spaces. Turning them off is just as easy, with the same button. The fingerprint scanner works quickly and without any lag. The phone has IP68 and IP69K protection, meaning it's shockproof and can handle water immersion. The rear flashlight also works well. All 3 LEDs shine brightly. The flashlights are very powerful, lighting up even at a distance. You can turn them on together for even more light. That's it. You can buy the phone using the link in the description. It's a great rugged smartphone with IP68 and IP69K protection, 12 GB of RAM with expansion, 256 GB of internal storage, a 10,600 mAh battery, NFC support, Android 13, and the MT8788 processor. Thanks for watching and good luck!